2025 credit repair hacks that no one wants to share with you. I'm exposing them all. In this guide, I put together over 25 credit repair hacks that no one wants to tell you about because they want to charge you. I'm giving it away for free. I'm creating a mini series playlist and I will leave the link below. You can always purchase this guide as well. And if you are part of the credit community, you will have access to this full guide so you don't have to watch all of the videos. But the videos are absolutely free for you to watch. So let's get right into it, guys. So just last week when we had one of our credit community calls, one of the members shared with me that they were able to get a late payment corrected. What they did was they used the CFPB method. And I am going to expose what that method is. I have another credit community member that has also said, hey, I was able to get my late payment corrected with the CFPB method. You know, it's great to be able to help people and change lives because that's what it's all about, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, just sharing information and, you know, I'm giving you the information that you need to know, not what you want to hear. Okay. Nobody wants to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. And here it is right here. One of our credit community members, they got the late payment removed using the CFPB method. This is another credit community member that got it removed using the CFPB method. So that's two people in the last 30, 60 days that have got a late payment removed by taking action, guys. So this is not just, you know, information that thrown out of my, you know what, like most of these other bozos, but I'm telling you, you have to take action. There's multiple ways to do things, but when it comes to late payments, guys, you have to take it extremely serious. If you got a late payment, you know, it's the most damaging thing to your credit, but you can correct it. It's just really, really hard to do. So there's a few ways that you can go about correcting it. In this video, we're going to cover all of those different ways and it will be up to you to take action. I had another credit community member that actually got a late payment removed from American Express using the Goodwill adjustment, reaching out to a CEO at American Express and contacting them and just advising them what happened because they were in fact affected by the virus, the corona. They were a service member and they ended up, American Express ended up correcting the late payment for them. So it is, you know, definitely worth it. I understand if you don't have the time, you know, I can help you, but I encourage everyone to do this themselves because it's coming from you. It's coming from your email. You know, it's going to be your story. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. You can use ChatGPT to draft up a simple letter. All that you need to have inside of that letter is the account number and the month and year of the late payment in question and who that late payment is reporting to. All right. So if you have a late payment March of 2021, you're going to say, hey, this is my account number. I have a late payment reported from March of 2021 that's reporting to Experian and Equifax, and I need your help correcting this and updating the late payment to paid as agreed. I'm asking you to provide me with a Goodwill adjustment. Okay, they're called Goodwill adjustment letters. ChatGPT can easily draft a letter up for you guys, so that way it can make it simple. Don't overthink it. Okay, just get it done. All right. If you don't have an elaborate story, just say you went through a hardship. Okay. You went through a traumatic time in your life. You have to provide, you know, hey, this is outside of character for me. Unfortunately, I went through this or that or this life event. Since that happened, I have not paid anything late and it's totally out of character. And by you providing me with this Goodwill adjustment, it will allow me to find stable housing, purchase a home, and get better interest rates when it comes to credit. So that's just a, you know, easy draft to put out there. But there's a few ways that you want to reach out because you don't want to just call into the company and speak to a customer service agent. They're just going to tell you no, and it's just not going to end well. You want to find the CEO's information. And I've had some people say, well, goddamn, you think the CEO is really going to reach damn email? That's their goddamn job. Their goddamn job is to read emails and make sure that everything that comes to them is processed. Okay. They have to do it. They work for the goddamn company. Okay. Don't be of some people. But at any rate, you need to contact the CEO. There's a few different websites that you can find CEO contact information. And of course, I put them here in the guide. One is Elliott.org, and it looks just like this. And you can find company contacts on there at Elliott, and you can email them, and you can also mail them a letter. You can do it return receipts, so you could do it certified just to ensure that they got it, so you have proof of it, okay? And write them just a Goodwill adjustment letter. There's also this website here that is called ceomail.com, and you can find CEO email addresses for U.S. companies on here. Now, you can always just use Google as well, but another method that I liked is LinkedIn, because all professionals, especially CEOs of these companies, are going to be on LinkedIn. And a lot of them, you can either comment on their post or DM them and ask them to contact you, or ask them, hey, can I email you? But get in contact with them so that way you can get them involved in the process. Sometimes companies have multiple CEOs or upper management that could potentially help you, and I recommend reaching out to all of those folks and seeing if they would provide you with a Goodwill adjustment based on your story. Now, that's one way. That's obviously probably the most common is the whole Goodwill adjustment. Does it always work? No, it doesn't. But in many cases, it does work, especially if it was during that whole pandemic time. The pandemic kind of ended, 2021 or so, maybe even before that. So if you have late payments past 2021, you can't really blame it on the pandemic, but you can let them know that you went through some sort of traumatic life experience. Now, the second one here, this is where everyone's getting the results, okay? This is the CFPB method. In part 1 of this 25-part series video, I talked about how to make a complaint with the CFPB and also the Better Business Bureau. Watch that video. But this is basically the outline of it. And of course, I give you the what to say, and not everyone is going to need the same thing. Okay, here it is. You can screenshot it, or you can just purchase the book to support me. I would greatly appreciate that, because I took all day yesterday. I literally put 12 hours of time into this thing, creating this information for you guys. All right, this wasn't just AI. This was me putting in some work for you folks. Okay, I'm showing up. Are you showing up? Okay, because it's 2025. We got to show up. Okay, and we got to show out. All right, this is our year to shine, folks. All right, so if you haven't got your butt in gear, it is time to get that butt in gear. All right, it takes time, but doing these things, something small like this every day, you're just chipping away at the ice block, and that's what we need, because sometimes you're not always going to get the results first time you go around and do something. It's going to take multiple tries to get this stuff done. I've got other methods, and those are some of the things that I can't necessarily share on here, but definitely have them inside of the credit community. So if you are a credit community member, you can certainly, reach out to me, and we've got a ton of videos in here. Everybody has access to all of the classrooms inside of our community, guys, and that's not going to be forever. So I highly recommend that you join the community now, because once you join, you're locked in at that rate. And we have so many different replays with some of these well-known people, and just giving out great information. And any other masterclass or, community or mentorship that you would join, they charge for you to watch these videos. And inside my community, you have access to everything. All right. There's 2 pages worth of previous content, and we're still doing live calls multiple times a month. So get in now while it's still cheap and affordable, because once you get in, you're locked in at that price. I did a whole video on how to do the CFPB complaints inside of there as well. And I've had, just so many people have results in there. Few people have shared their wins inside of the community for you guys to see and share that social proof. There's no different from them to you. They just took the time to do it. They took action. All right. And that's what we have to focus on, is doing it. You can't always focus on, I want to pay someone else to do it. You're not always going to get the best results. Some people can help you with certain things, but when it comes to this type of stuff, it's important that you understand you have to create your own account for the CFPB. You have to do some of of these things on your own. I know it can be nerve-wracking when we've never done something before, but trust me, it's super easy. If you just do it, you'll be like, oh my God, that's so easy. This is what people are charging for. This is the hack. Well, we're talking about all the hacks. In this series, I'm exposing all of the hacks. So make sure to watch all 25 videos and get this copy of this guide because it's breaking down everything. And this is what people are doing behind closed doors to get the results that you guys want. Nobody's going to tell you that, but I'm telling you that. I know, believe me. But this is the late payment, basically just asking that they enforce that the account be updated to paid as agreed. And again, you're going to have to provide them the month and the year and the account number, all that good stuff. So I hope this helped, guys. Take a screenshot, share, like, comment below. Make sure you get access to the free credit kit. And most importantly, if you haven't subscribed by now, what are you doing? Subscribe, okay? Give me a huge thumbs up, guys. I do this information for you, so it's always nice to hear feedback from you guys on what's working, who took action, who's getting results, because I know a lot of people watch and don't say anything, and you know, hey to you. Thank you for watching. I still appreciate you. So happy new year, everyone, and make sure to watch all of the videos inside of the top credit repair secrets no one is sharing. I've left the playlist below. I'll see you next time.